Hearts. Jim Jeffries' side won a lot of praise for their League Cup final performance last Sunday, but 3 league points would be a welcome consolation this afternoon. The commentator is Jock Brown.
Celtic manager Tommy Barnes makes 2 changes in the team, which started the last competitive match 16 days ago against Rangers. One is enforced by injury to Pierre van Hooijdonk, and the other is by choice. Tosh McKinlay comes in for Morten Weghorst, with Brian O'Neill a key man in the resulting reorganisation. The replacement for Van Hooijdonk is the Portuguese international Jorge Cadet, whose strike rate for Celtic is phenomenal. He started only 13 games this season and been on the bench once, scoring 10 times. Last season, in 2 starts and 5 appearances as substitute, he produced 5 goals. 2 changes from Sunday's Coca-Cola Cup team for Jim Jeffries, both enforced, and still no Dave McPherson in defence. David Weir is suspended, so Alan McManus wears his number 2 jersey, and Gary Mackay is injured, so the experienced Jeremy Goss deputises. A second visit to Celtic Park in 7 days before a huge crowd is just what Neil McCann will relish. Named man of the match in the Coca-Cola Cup final, the 22-year-old former Dundee player's sparkling performance will not have gone unnoticed in the Celtic camp. And the referee is one of Scotland's most highly rated young officials, Stuart Dougal from Burnside in Glasgow. The last time these 2 sides met in league business last month, Celtic had a chance at Tynecastle to go to the top of the Premier Division, but Hearts denied them that with a 2-2 draw. Celtic also had problems in the Coca-Cola Cup, losing 1-0 to Hearts, and that after last season dominating their Edinburgh opponents, winning 4 league matches out of 4. So Neil Poynton skippering Hearts this afternoon in the absence of Dave McPherson and Gary Mackay. So Celtic again have the chance to go top of the table, if only for 24 hours, with Rangers playing tomorrow at Aberdeen. Well, with a reasonable chance there for Brian O'Neill in the air. He didn't make good contact with his header. And you'll see when this ball's played, he slightly mistimed his attempt to head the ball towards goal. Here's the Canio on that familiar roving commission for Celtic. Here's Stubbs. Celtic starting in a 4-4-2 formation. Brian O'Neill in midfield beside Peter Grant right in the middle. That's Donnelly putting pressure on Bruno. The Italian defender takes no chances. Donnelly was the problem for Bruno. Canio. Well, very good instant control with the right foot, but the shot with the left wasn't up to the same standard. Ball helped on there by Cadet, well taken down initially, snatching at the half volley. Here's McKinlay. Tom using McKinlay as a decoy initially. This is O'Neill. Very good marking among the Hearts defenders once again, making it difficult to play a good pass forward. This is O'Neill. Good effort. Well worth the attempt that for Brian O'Neill. He's looking hungry for the action, all right, playing in the middle of the field again where he started his career. He's played up front, he's played at the back for Celtic. Tommy Barnes entitled, I think, to be quietly satisfied with this opening burst. Quarter of an hour gone. A lot of good football. McKinlay to Canio. Tackled well by Ritchie. O'Neill to Canio again. Screens the ball so well. This is O'Neill. It's a good ball in. That's Donnelly! Blocked there by Poynton. Was it by his arm? That's what the Celtic players are asking. Was that handball? Great play by Celtic, and by O'Neill in particular. Look at the way he goes past Bruno here to the byline. to get onto his left foot for a very good cross for Simon Donnelly to come in. It definitely struck Poynton's arm, but it could certainly have been claimed to be accidental. He did spread his arms. Corner kick is all Celtic have for that. Won by Poynton, helped on its way by Fulton. That's McKinley. Helped on by Poynton again to Tom. Cadet! By his standards, an excellent chance. Look at the delivery here from Andy Tom. First time in the half volley. Cadet broke off his marker to take that on the volley. Boyd going on top of Robertson, who is backing in. Well, I have sympathy for Boyd there. Little striker backing in, forcing the bigger defender to lead over the top of him. Well, Robertson has worked that ploy so adroitly for many years now. Put in by Fulton. Touched on by Boyd. Pye will take a corner kick here, I think. So Jim Jeffries checks his watch to see there's 20 minutes on the clock, and lost some threat in the air here, Hearts. No Dave McPherson, of course. No David Weir. Good, comfortable catch for Stuart Kerr. He's entitled to be feeling the cold this afternoon. So with his first real involvement in the play. So Neil McCann testing the keeper with this high flung in swinger. Young Stuart Kerr continuing his excellent form. Bruno's clearing header. Stefan Pye. Fulton. That's won by Tom. An overlap here as Cadet goes through the middle and taken out by Bruno. There's trouble for Bruno. Well, he's suggesting there was a dive, but I don't think he's got any case at all. And Steel Point insensibly taking Bruno away before he says something foolish. It's a yellow card for Bruno. What a good pass this was from Tom. Cadet on the burst. Taken out there by Bruno. So the Wall will have to retreat if the 10-yard rule's to be obeyed. Tom again with the Canio. Brian O'Neill looking for a ball knocked sideways beyond the Wall. Or will it be Tom? That's good goalkeeping. Shouldn't have got through the Wall, but the Russet coped extremely well. A 6'5" goalkeeper getting down to this very well indeed. Pye being fouled from the back by Boyd. Foul to Hearts. Well, they've had so few sorties into this Celtic penalty box. It's a really new experience in this match with half an hour gone. And here's Fulton playing it in. Pye getting to that, no problem for Kerr. That's Cameron! He scored! Hearts have taken the lead. It's just about their first attack of the match. And Colin Cameron takes his tally for the season to 7. There was a problem from the moment Stefan Pye got his head to this. The play into the danger area. Kerr came, punched it not too decisively away. That wasn't decisive either. And Cameron's looping header beat everyone to the back of the net. Well, Stuart Kerr won't be too happy about that, nor will Brian O'Neill with his clearance. And Tom Boyd couldn't stop it on the line. Oh, what a shaker that is for Celtic. What a facer that is for Celtic. Dominated the exchanges right from the start. They've held territorial advantage right from the kick-off. Suddenly they're a goal behind. The Canio on the left. That's for Tom. Headed away by Poynton. Excellent defending. Here's the Canio again. Rousset at full stretch. Tom flighting this across. Neil Poynton doing so well with a clearing header. And then when the ball came back, you look at the way Canio again gets that extra touch to go past the defender of the byline. Pulls this back. Russi stretching his frame to collect. Grant takes over. Here's McKinley, he's onside. Once again, fails to get the ball past the first defender. Cameron made the block. Put in by McKinley, easily won by McManus. The Celtic supporters not happy with the quality of the corner. Tom to the Canio. There's really nowhere to go, unless there's a bit of magic left from Di Canio. There is. And that was well blocked by Ritchie. He was heading for the corner with tremendous power. Look at the way he makes space for himself here. Still that extra touch gets him into position. Tom taking on McManus. Di Canio against Ritchie. Corner kick to Celtic. Hearts determined to keep this lead till half-time. Di Canio's corner, up goes Cadet. Deflected again for another corner kick. This time Donnelly with the outswinger. O'Neill and Stubbs in the thick of this. O'Neill's header! Fumbled by Rousset! An equaliser for Celtic from the most unlikely source. A fumble by Gilles Rousset. Well, this is something of a nightmare for the keeper. Good enough header, but straight at Rousset. I'm not even sure that it bounced badly. I think he lost concentration. Oh, what a bad goal for Hearts to lose at this point in the game. The keeper couldn't retrieve it. Well, a sad face on Gilles Rousset. There's only one Rousset is being sung around the stadium, and I think a lot of that's coming from Celtic supporters. There's offside again. Cadet. Di Canio is going to be booked for dissent. Well, he still wants to argue this is foolish. Stuart Dougal is caught here in two minds. It may be a red. Well, he should be quiet here. He could go very easily. And the signal there from Di Canio, the linesman, will do him no favours either. Tommy Burns not happy. Grant fouled by Goss. Good free kick taken swiftly for O'Neill. Can he find Cadet? Cadet looking for support in the centre. Bruno cuts it off calmly. And it is the last action of a remarkable first half. Dominated for the most part by Celtic, who suddenly found themselves a goal behind in 31 minutes. A very clever header by Colin Cameron, looping over Stuart Kerr and Tom Boyd on the line. And Celtic struggling to get back on terms, but Brian O'Neill had a reasonable header from Donnelly's corner kick, and Gilles Rousset managed to fumble the ball into the corner of the net. It's no more, of course, than Celtic deserving the balance of play. At half-time, it's Celtic 1, Hearts 1. Well, Hearts get us away in the second half, trying to overcome the disappointment of that late equaliser scored by Brian O'Neill just before half-time. And Celtic, I'm sure, will be anxious to get the ball around that Hearts penalty box quickly again to give Gilles Rousset more cause for concern. Here's Simon Donnelly against Bruno. Very good, calm tackle that by Bruno. Stood up well, timed the challenge well. Although Jim Jeffries will be hoping his team can get more of the ball in the middle of the field and play as much in the Celtic half as possible. Excellent dummy. Tom allows McKinley to break. The gap is opened up. Here's McKinley. One man too many. Well, he played for a break when he came in from the left here. And you'll see he plays quite deliberately for a break between these two players. Gets the cannon there, which gave him possession again, but now he get a little bit ambitious. Running straight into Fulton. Here's Tom. Under pressure all the way. Couldn't get the shot on target. No ill feeling with Poynton, who was trying to prevent that shot. This is Tom again in the break, taking over from Canio. Celtic badly requiring a flash of inspiration. There's certainly the players out there who can provide that. The Hearts have done well to tie them up, frustrate them in the second half. This is Andy Tom. Canio. Good running again by Tom. Safe handling by Rousset. He'll feel much better now. This is good play though from Celtic. Canio linking with Tom. He drilled his low toward the corner. That's good handling by Rousset. Hearts funneling back again to defend. Everyone except Robertson facing the ball. McNamara, a chance to come forward on the inside. Oh, it's great play by McNamara, and fine save from Rousset. Well, that's the kind of an orthodox approach which has been required by Celtic. Not the kind of move which Hearts would expect of McNamara. Canio playing it against McManus. Throw goes to Celtic. Well, it was really good play by McNamara. You see the space opening up for him coming inside. Confident enough to go onto his left foot for the shot at goal. It was very well saved by Rousset. Well, Neil playing a long ball. Simon Donnelly started a run on the right, then checked back. That's retrieved by Canio. Away by McManus. Donnelly tried to control that in the turn. Canio again. Still Canio against McCann this time. It's a good ball in. Bruno won it. McNamara. A chance there for Celtic. All caused by Poynton losing possession to Canio out there on that far side. Canio eventually sending over this cross. Headed away well by Bruno. You see McNamara trying to set himself for the shot. Fulton to Robertson. That's Pye. Tackled strongly by Grant. O'Neill to Tom. Cadets ahead of him. Well read by McManus. Good pass from defence to Fulton. That's for Cameron. It's a great chance for Hearts. Set up here for McCann. It's a brilliant goal from Hearts. Terrific goal on the break. Celtic were stripped wide open by superb build-up play. The pass from Fulton did the damage after McManus's earlier contribution. Cameron looked up, spotted McCann in space, and that left Kerr helpless. What a good ball it is from Fulton. No question of offside against Cameron. Stubbs couldn't get back quickly enough, and there was the open goal for McCann. Kennedy's pass cut off easily by Bruno. Here's Cadet. Canio towards Tom. Closed down very well indeed by a combination of McManus and Cameron. Well, Hearts will fight to retain this lead right to the crunch. You can be sure of that. Boyd playing it in. There's O'Neill. Rousset's in trouble. Donnelly has a pull back. And McManus made a great saving, clearing header there. Once again, it wouldn't run for Celtic inside the box, but some great Hearts defending again. So Boyd lofting that in. There was trouble already there, and there was Poynton's header on. O'Neill got the ball ahead of Rousset, but look at the play here of Simon Donnelly. Rousset's right out of the picture now, but he couldn't pick out a teammate. McManus was there. Canio. Grant. Well cut up by Cameron, who doubled back well from that defensive midfield row on the right. McKinley to Hay. Oh, he's done well with the cross. Donnelly! That's past the post. It was brilliant play by Chris Hay here on the left-hand side. An excellent cross at pace, setting up this golden opportunity for Simon Donnelly. He failed to hit the target. Well, this looks better and better every time you see Hayes' contribution. But what a miss by Donnelly at all that space. Quarter hour left for Tommy Barnes and Celtic. Careless one by Fulton. Here's Donnelly. O'Neill to Donnelly again. Oh, great footwork by Simon Donnelly. Di Canio's on the right, Cadet through the centre. Hayes on the left. Di Canio. Penalty kick. Poynton's tackle. Poynton could be involved, and Paul Ritchie's going to cross to Di Canio to complain about what he thought was a dive. Well, here's Di Canio taking the ball away from Poynton. It's a rash tackle, a bad tackle by Poynton. And Neil Poynton, remember, has been booked already in the match, so the referee taking no further action against him. And I'm quite happy about that, I must say, in the circumstances, but applying the rule book precisely could have been troublesome for Poynton. Di Canio with the penalty. Van Hooijdonk has taken them all for Celtic so far. He is not on the field. Di Canio. The equaliser for Celtic. Di Canio wants the ball back quickly. Oh, this is sheer folly. Sheer folly. Di Canio has riled the Hearts defence to such an extent now. Di Canio, I suspect, may be on the north here. He's been booked already, and that was a stupid show of arrogance and dissent. He's going to be ordered off, having scored the equaliser in the penalty spot. Well, an act of total folly. Di Canio is ordered off. He really has no complaint at all. A moment of complete madness. The yellow card too for Fulton, who was involved in that clash. So Fulton is booked. No credit to him either for looking at Di Canio in that fashion. They came past him. There was a show of aggression. And Di Canio still wants to talk to the linesman. This is just stupidity. Frank Connor and Tommy Burns hustle him up the tunnel. Oh, it was just total folly there. And after a beautiful penalty kick taken by Paolo Di Canio, sending Rousset the wrong way. Now, he shouldn't have bothered going for the ball in the first instance. That was likely to be inflammatory. But look at the finish from the spot. It was an excellent, calm penalty kick. But then, the moment of madness. Around there, Ambissile seemed to come on there. Stewart's around that area of the stand. Well, what a game this has turned out to be. Tommy Burns sees the prospect of two vital points evaporating here. Here's Grant. Now Donnelly. McNamara against McCann. Wants to go on the outside. Wins a corner kick. What a tussle these two have had. McNamara and McCann. Quick shot corner. In goes O'Neill. Reasonable chance that. Watching late on the scene. Blighted cross in there from Donnelly. And Ritchie did just enough for Hearts. O'Neill helps it on. That was Bruno. Boyd to McKinley. The referee checks his watch again. We've had 3 minutes of stoppage time. Good header by Ritchie. And the final whistle goes. The game ends all even. Full of drama. Colin Cameron scoring against the run of play in 31 minutes to give Hearts that lead. Then Brian O'Neill heading home with the help of Gilles Rousset just before half-time for the equaliser. Then a brilliant goal from Hearts. Finished in the end by Neil McCann, gave them a lead, which they held resolutely until Paolo Di Canio was brought down by Neil Poynton and scored the penalty kick, and then was foolish enough to get himself ordered off. So, the final score at Celtic Park, Celtic 2, Hearts 2.
You know, we let Celtic have possession into their half, you know, but we've got the players that when we win possession we can break very quickly, and we're starting to use the ball very well, and I felt that's what we did against Rangers last week, and we carried it on today, and you know, Celtic found it very difficult to break us down, and when we had possession we looked a real threat to them, and you know, when it was at 2-1 I couldn't see Celtic scoring, and if you look at their 2 goals, one from a set piece from a corner, which really Gilles might have been at fault, but you know, that's very often, very rarely that he makes a mistake, and the other one was a penalty. So you know, we've come here, and there always a worry after last week that you know you might just maybe just lose the place a wee bit, and but we didn't, and we kept at it. And when you consider the four players out today, it shows the strength of the squad, and Hearts are definitely improving.
I think there was an opportunity here today for us to go, you know, in front of 50,000 Celtic supporters, to go top of the league, and how we can start with an attitude like that is beyond belief, because you know we've given ourselves a real uphill task. We'll be going a goal behind, getting the goal back again. The second half, to be fair, I think the attitude was much better. You know, we've dominated the game. Hearts have basically been up the park once in the second half, but scored again. So basically, I feel the start of the game was the thing that cost us, because I think you know the longer the game went, we certainly warmed to it. But you know, it's very difficult circumstances.
Is that born out of overconfidence, perhaps?
No, I wouldn't think so. I think just born out of people being lackadaisical, no taking responsibility, not prepared to open their mouth, to shout, to get the other people around about them to get G'd up and you know, realise that we can go top of the league here. We're just prepared to maybe just sit in and you know, as long as I don't make a mistake, I'll be okay type of thing. We can't have that here. Everybody's got to go and you know, lend their shoulder to the wheel. We'll not always play well, we've got to accept that, but we can still start with the right attitude and have that attitude for every time they play for this club.
What was your reaction to the situation at the end when Paolo Di Canio scores the equaliser and then gets into the incident afterwards?
Well, basically just the same as everybody else shot. You know, I think, you know, and I can't talk because I get myself sent off in the Old Firm game, so I'm probably the last person to talk. But certainly very disappointed, because I think if Paolo had stayed on the pitch, we'd have won the game. And for him to go, score the penalty, create the penalty, score the penalty, and then get himself sent off for that, it was unacceptable.